Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a wonderful, windy Monday, the 9th of January. It's like 45 degrees out here and just wonderfully windy. Ooh, I like it. Man, why couldn't I have done this yesterday or something? Well, play on a motorcycle. But it looks like there's a threat of rain up there, but I love the wind. Look at the bald eagle. Ah, I don't know if I got him or not. Wow, that was cool. I was being chased by something smaller. That massive eagle and this little bird chasing him down. Man, I can see rain clouds all around us, but man, whatever little hole we're in here is awesome. But one bad thing, we went up another 20 cents. Geez, that's what, 50 cents? 50 cents in a week's time. You guys probably don't hear a word I'm saying in all this wind. Okay, you can see pretty much all around us. It ain't looking real pretty. And them clouds are moving crazy fast. Mama. That was a crazy windy.
Yes.
Turned into a downpour.
That was nuts.
Yeah, it was just the other side of Woodland. It turned into this, and it hasn't stopped. And the wind is still there, still very much there.
Yeah.
But anyway, Monday has rolled back around on us, Mama.
It did.
So let's go in there and see what the week has
in store.
Has in store for us.
Alrighty.
We'll sort it all out, I reckon. All right, Mama. Have a wonderful day.
You too, sweetheart.
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Beamer's rolling off. Spyder going on. I need the well nuts. Somebody at some point over tighten those. I don't know if the guys that stole it did it. Who knows? But so I'm waiting for those to show up. The fork to show up. I have the mag cover and stuff, so I can get that done. It's in them boxes over there. And there's I think the key set for the gas tank I'm missing as well. But yeah, I got much to do. That mag covers, well, I shouldn't say that. It shouldn't be a big deal. Other than that, I mean, because they don't have a key for it, and that's a whole story in itself, which may turn into possibly a legal thing between the owner and someone the owner knows. But yeah, you can't we'd have to buy the whole thing from BMW, and the owner has to come in with all your registration. You just can't get a chipped key from BMW. There's all these rules we gotta follow. But yeah, it's like going through the airport to get a key for one of these things. You gotta prove who you are. This is a 2022 Spyder RT Limited Dark Edition. Look, it's got the custom BRP seats on there. Heated. The stock seats are heated too, but that's the comfy ones. Oh, look, his little thumb thing is carbon fiber looking. He or she, I'm not sure. Never assume. Anyway, gonna do a first service, and I guess it keeps throwing what does that trunk look like? It's not shut. Because it's not. Had to do the old, I love these lower powered, I don't think you can really call that just a blower. That's not a leaf blower because it doesn't have enough power. But I love these things because you can dry them off without shoving water someplace. See people, I was given this by the owner's son. I was using that Rigid or whatever. I don't know what it is. Echo. That thing's got a lot of power. So you just got to stand way off from it. Do not put any kind of high pressure water on your vehicle when you're drying it off, because you will wipe things out. We see it all the time. They got waterproof connectors, but they're not blast proof. They're not resistant against pressure washers or high powered blowers. The worst thing I see people do is literally take 250 psi of concentrated air and dry them off with an air hose. And they go, I don't know why I have all these electrical problems. Maybe because you shoved soapy water into places it wasn't supposed to be, or muddy water or whatever. But I'm sure when this was dropped off, it was probably nice outside. Well, it wasn't when I showed up this morning. I see it sitting out front. So it's still a puddle on the ground where I blew it off. And it's sitting in front of the heater thing. So that's why she looks as pretty as she does now. That's the nice thing about using those light blowers. As long as there's not a lot of mud in the rain, like it's a dusty day or something like that, they'll clean off without a spot. I know you don't have to hand towel it, because you don't, on a wet vehicle, you dry it off with a towel, you don't know what's underneath there. You can't tell. Man, terry cloths and stuff like that, you can flat scratch a motorcycle up using a towel to dry them off. Yeah, low powered, especially these electric ones. That one's only, I think it's 100 mile per hour. So perfect. It's enough it moves the water without blasting. That little one I got Kelly, that's a 100 mile an hour one as well. That big Milwaukee that I have at home, that one's, I think it's 100 and, I don't know what it is. But same thing, you got to kind of stand off. But it has such a large bore opening on the end that the air is it's not concentrated. So it works good for blowing the motorcycles off too. Man, I've got a 200 and something mile an hour, I don't know what it is, some old Black & Decker, I'm not even sure who it is. It's a regular corded one. Dude. Yeah, that's like blasting it with an air hose. That thing is really strong, and it necks down to a skinny end, so it's very concentrated. You can push water where you don't want it. But anyway, let's do a service and find out what code or whatever. Well, it definitely had some VSS codes, or a code, a particular code. It was shutting down the ABS and traction control systems due to voltage drops. So the first thing you check whenever you get a code like that, how's the battery terminal? Yeah, she's loosey goosey. So you gotta make sure them things are snug. Don't go crazy over tightening, because that's a lead post. But they definitely need to be tight. The battery tender, the leads are on there correctly. Got the main heavy gauge wire against the post on both sides. It's just the negative one is actually quite loose. So yeah, the bike detects those things. If you get one bad enough, it can literally shut the bike down. But this was just a temporary thing. So it just got some flashes of it. It likes to see lots of voltage, or I guess secure voltage. But yeah, easy peasy. Well, of course, we'll test it again after we're done. They want me to do a charging system test, so we'll get that tight first, because I would probably get a fail of some sort, and we'll go from there. Thing's nice. This person did not, I don't think he ever even tried the eco mode on this thing. The oil came out. It looks just like what's about to come out of them bottles, out of that oil change kit. And it smells good. It looks good. Doesn't have that burnt, charcoal-y, nasty smell they do when people run them on eco mode. Some people I've had people tell me that their dealer even told them to leave it in eco mode for the break-in period. Oh my Lord. There's ever a time you don't want to put that thing in eco mode. That'll do it. I can tell you one thing. Your rings are they may be compromised, but they're deeply seated in. Yeah. But anyway, the day after Christmas, when I got the truck, I ordered the inner fender well kit. The Bronco comes with them. Well, actually, This is part number 880, and 881 is what the Bronco comes with because it's got the clipless body or pinless body. Day after Christmas, finally showed up. Look at that thing, how beat up that thing is in that package. You have never seen a shipping list like this thing. It bounced around. It came from Las Vegas. It bounced around in Las Vegas 12 times. And then I don't know what happened coming from Vegas. It finally made it to Kent, Washington, then back down to Portland. Then it bounced around like at least 4 times in Portland. And then a couple days ago, I think it was like Thursday or Friday, it ended up in Vancouver. And now, today, on, what are we, the 9th? Yeah, the 9th day of the next year, it finally shows up. I understand there's all kinds of weird stuff with, the snowstorm and all the storms, period. Mainly back east. We had our little bout of it here as well. But it came from Vegas up here, but, down in that area, you got Utah and all that down there. They had some crazy weather too. So I understand that. But it was probably just the whole shipping thing in general. Just imagine the logistics when storms and stuff hit like that. Anyway, this is now the same fender well kit that goes in the Bronco will fit right in there, and they're a wider fender well set, and you can, if you buy, you can convert it and put the Bronco body on the truck. Although if you remember, the Bronco is slightly longer than the truck. But anyway, those clipless or pinless or whatever body, because they do have clips, they clip into holes in the top of the fender wells. These are a little bit skinnier, but depending on what you do body wise, you can make these work. Typical Traxxas, very, very good instructions. There we are. I got fender well kits. And, I didn't think after I ordered them and it just took forever for them to ship. I'm thinking, I should just cancel the order. But we're just goofing around. I'm not riding around in mud or anything like that, although I did the first day. You'd be surprised how much stuff gets into the body of that thing or into the chassis area where all the electronics are without them fender wells in there. None of it in the Bronco. It's, little pieces of grass, all kinds of stuff flips in there. So the fender well things actually have a function. So I didn't cancel the order, and it's here. So I got something to play with when I get home tonight. Yay, Traxxas. She is. First service completed. The things do look good in it. The dark edition in that red, deep Marsala red. She's pretty cool. So I'll show you guys what's missing here. It's all them fender wells around there. Now I talk about all the junk that gets in there. There's none. I haven't cleaned them or anything since I drove them around. Was that yesterday? Yeah. Anyway, I'll fill these things in. But all these towers and stuff get replaced. And they got the coolest shock towers on these things. It's kind of a shame that goes away. But anyway, I'm going to put those things on right quick. God almighty. Well, how about this? I done went and lost audio again. That is a battery tray that's part of that kit. Add some strength to the front up there as well. There's the fender wells. The one on the left side actually holds the Penart bar. That's what that little protrusion is. Obviously, it's on the left front only. There's your multi-adjustable shock positions. And I just put them in basically what works out to be the original position. But yeah, I was just kind of talking about what's what and how this gets replaced with that. Although all those mounts in the middle there are gone, except for the little pins where the body comes up. But yeah, pretty straightforward kit. This clip also is missing audio. I was just showing how the stock shock towers, they look really nice. And that's what it looks like with the front fender well on. It's just the left front is the only one that's on there now. But those shock towers are kind of nice. I thought them shock towers look cool. But yeah, onto the rear. How about that? That's some cool stuff right there. Yeah, it looks so much better. I think I'm gonna get the little rubber extensions. There's a extension kit that goes on. They're rubber. I think I'll probably get those. Should have thought of that when I ordered these, because they still kick out quite a bit, but it'll keep all that garbage from getting inside there. That's nice. It just fits absolutely perfect. It's like you're working on a Honda. All the accessories from Honda fit Hondas like a glove. You gotta love that stuff. Everything's pretty much stock. That 1080, the Hobby Wings 1080 Gen 2 or G2, that'll make this thing run a lot better. They're not that expensive, and it's for brushed motors. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And there's that brace that's in there, so you can put, you know, a rock crawler, a little small rock crawler battery all the way up front. Here we are. Giddy as a schoolboy. If you guys have pets and you have the little accident pads, literally the best thing working on models. You spill your shock oil, it absorbs it, and they're infinitely reusable until you get it soaked with stuff. And hopefully your dog doesn't jump on your table and try to use it. Cool. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, we gotta stop these late night things. I got that goofing around.
I know it.
You had that vacation, man. We just got late nights. We were going to bed, but they were getting up late in the mornings too. So yeah, bad habits on work nights. That's not good.
No.
Gotta get some Z's.
Yes.
Still got this whole vlog to build, and it's almost 10 o'clock.
I know it.
But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the goofing around with the Spyder and the Fender wells and the TRX4 Sport. I don't know about them flares. I was watching some stuff on the flares. You gotta trim them. I'm just gonna leave it where it's at. Maybe I'll change my mind, but anyway, anything on that, we're gonna bounce.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We see you in the morning.
We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
Bye-bye.